Beyond a reasonable doubt. There's no doubt about it. There he is, our 2007 chairman of the board, Marvin Carney. There was no shortage of folks to thank and recognize as Marvin began his official duties. From May Hall and Business of the Year awards, Dewey lifeguards, past commissioners and board members, scholarships, and all those volunteers and sponsors who keep our chamber active and thriving. We saw recognition for 10 years of board service and 20 years of membership, and a few had something to say.
That Rehoboth ranked number one in terms of hospitality amongst all of the locations that CIEE places these international students. And it's because of the work of not only our volunteer group, but especially you, the business community of Rehoboth, that made this possible.
We've had a very productive week for the business people of Delaware. Folks, we have a workman's comp bill. A workman's comp bill that is going to save businesses in the state of Delaware an estimated from $31 to $47 million, an average of 20%.
Wow, that's music to our ears. Your board was installed with a few reminders from Wendy.
I believe we are fortunate to live here in Sussex County at this time. Never before has the chamber been as strong, over 1,100 members. Never before have we looked as good, downtown streetscape and the new bandstand, while maintaining our historic charm. We still live in the best place in the world. All we have to do is keep the highways and businesses open and our beaches clean.
Marvin took the gavel and shared his thoughts.
I truly value not only the diversity of geographic area and business category represented on our board, but also in our membership. And because our chamber is member-driven, you will find diversity in our events, our programs of work, and community efforts.
2007 started off with the calm and peace associated with the old fishing hole. Yeah, we were relaxed okay, but with the snap, it became clear that Marvin was taking his new duties very seriously, asserting his power as an authority figure.
We need to issue a 24/7 sobriety test. Ma'am, would you come with me?
Armed and in uniform, we headed out on retreat to our nation's capital for some one-on-ones with our senators and congressmen. We left D.C. with the unanimous consensus that with some things, Barney says it best.
Nip it in the bud.
Meanwhile, back at the resort, we had our own issues, with lots of clashing of ideas and quite a bit of nipping. From Dewey to general membership, and from candidates to accommodations, and all those new ideas and titles.
I don't mind ordinary conversation, but I hate chit-chat.
Golly, Shazam!
With all those meetings and chit-chat, reinforcements were needed.
I'm gonna tell you what, Barney, he sure does look like you. Which one of you is the real Barney anyway?
Board members were made aware of their stance.
I just want to let you know, you're something else. Ain't got nothing on me, mister. I got the bullet.
Of course, the chief checked him out.
What about this bullet?
Chief, it's not just a bullet. It's the bullet.
Now, we didn't need the bullet to get the folks here or the needed transportation for the folks to move them around. Transportation is always critical, and DART was rolling better than ever. Communication and transportation work hand in hand, and the visitor center just keeps getting better and better. We were able to recognize one of our own, Maggie Patson.
In 1982, this Chamber of Commerce was fortunate enough to have one of its own serve as the president of the Chamber. Her name was Maggie Patson.
I remember.
She wore the title of presidency very well, and after her presidency, she continued to serve with the Chamber and to be in the know. She served the business community and the visitor. She started as a volunteer. She was just getting the mailings out, answering the phone, and anything else the Chamber needed. She made herself indispensable and was hired by the Chamber to greet visitors and anything else we needed. She sat in this ticket window longer than any other single individual. She was known for her smile, as well as her no-nonsense approach. While this window was usually open, there were days when Maggie would simply close off this window to the world and leave it to the lobby staff to handle. We never saw her lose her temper, but we did see her close the window. This told us she made good decisions.
Maggie would have loved the latest addition, a running ceiling train. While members can sponsor their own design car, we need to specifically thank Hyatt Refrigeration and Delaware Beach Life for their direct sponsorship that got the trains running. Collectively, 24 individual sponsorships have resulted in the interior renovation to date. Now outside the center, traffic can need enforcement, and it got it. Traffic or not, we remain a major national destination attraction, not just for those who visit, but for those who visit and then want to reside here. The ocean and people, they just go together.
For $1 million in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, you can get 3 utterly charming cottages totaling 2,100 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, a handmade tile backsplash, walnut countertops, and 2 separate home offices in which to work and soak up the atmosphere.
Talk about things that go together?
You know what? The more I look at you, you ain't a bad-looking fella. You might have some fife in you. You know how those fifes are, a little temperamental, but always good-looking.
Fife in ya or not, tourism asks chamber reps to become stars from time to time.
But what makes Dewey Beach so wonderful? And if you haven't visited here, you probably didn't realize it's one of the hottest summer attractions, and well, we need some answers. So to give us some of the answers, we are with Rob Marshall here. He was the former president of the Chamber of Commerce for Rehoboth and Dewey. Now he's on the board of directors, and he also owns a hotel just over his shoulder here, the Atlantic Ocean side. And we thank you for joining us this morning.
All right, thanks for having me.
A beautiful day. He's a local. He's grown up here. And the guy sprinting behind us, you can totally relate, right? You were a lifeguard yourself.
I think it's been 20 years since I had to do that rookie test, but it was a lot of fun when I did it.
Good to watch them do it.
It's good to watch them. They're tough guys. They really do a lot.
And of course, they're helping to keep the beaches safe out here, right? Let's talk about the history of Rehoboth and Dewey Beach. And people have been coming here for more than 100 years. What makes this place so special?
Well, you've got your camera on. That's what makes it so special. The sunrise this morning, the sunsets over the bay, water sports. A lot of people that come every year and they want to do the windsurfing, they want to kiteboard, which is really popular right now. Dewey's known as the skimboard capital of the nation.
Tourism requires staying on top of projects for the future. Destination Station and the Transit Hub have been moved from the back burner to the front burner, with legislation and public hearings scheduled for the spring. Stand by again. Okay, we've got the visitors smiling. What about the members? They wanted help with energy and not the motivational kind. The Chamber and its members have formed an aggregate and are poised to contract a lower rate. Thank you, Ed Jackson, for the savings already seen by our direct buying members and for what is to be a savings for the majority of our members.
Golly, these electric bills are shocking.
Another member priority, health insurance. Greenock continues to get the attention of local leaders and hospitals, as well as the media.
An innovative program helps small businesses battle rising healthcare costs, and it's happening right here on Delmarva. WBOC's Hallie Jackson shows us how it could end up saving you hundreds of dollars.
Here at the Atlantis manufacturing plant, President Ken Orr says out-of-control healthcare rates forced him to cut coverage, use higher deductibles, and more copays.
Every year, it continued to get worse, so when we first heard about this health plan being put together, I jumped on board right away.
That health plan came from small businesses, asking the head of the Rehoboth Dewey Chamber of Commerce for help with affordable care.
It's ironic that it's the first state, and we have the first program that is really an outcome-driven health plan.
In a nutshell, this plan rewards people for going to the doctor when they should, but people who don't take care of their medical problems end up paying more, and they pay that higher cost directly. The head of the health company doing all this says the goal is simple: provide incentives to make people want to stay healthy. That incentive? Saving money. Chris Clifton, like many employees at Atlantis, saw a 50% reduction in his rates.
It's cut us in half. You know, the cost is now cut in half. It's a very good plan.
Some experts think a lot of rising healthcare costs come from people making bad lifestyle decisions. That's the trend this community-based program hopes to reverse. If your business would like to become a part of this program like Atlantis, you must have a Delaware business license and belong to any Delaware Chamber of Commerce, state or local. For more information, log on to our website, WBOC.com.
Okay, visitors check, members check. How about international students? Special thanks to our local churches, LREC, Hugh Leahy and the Community Foundation, our local representatives, Schwarzkopf, Booth, and Simpson, for taking special interest, and of course the local realtors, BB Hospital, Chris Berg, Roger Roy, and TMA, DelDOT, and so many more.
Some beach employers gear up to hire out-of-towners. Managers and owners of hotels and restaurants met with the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce today. The businesses employ college students from overseas who work here during the summer. Employees say they depend on that extra help.
The international students really make it possible for us to run our business. So without them, you know, it wouldn't be possible. So this is all very important.
Rolling in and rolling out, Hoopla made its last appearance as a chamber event and will be replaced this year with the Great Mascot Roundup. All pirates, princesses, mermaids, and knights invited. Successful tourism and events is a tricky business, as our state tourism director, Tim Morgan, points out.
Tourism comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, Sandcastle is a keeper. The event turns 30 years old in 2008.
Another wonderful day here at the beach. We're all like that here in Rehoboth. Every day, it's just like this one. First of all, we'd like to thank, on behalf of the Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce, we'd like to thank Frank Rubino for helping us sponsor this event. Without Frank Rubino, I don't think we'd be doing this. So everybody give a round of applause for Frank Rubino. All righty, here we go.
Hey, what's all the noise? Dennis and Sharon Lee and their now famous Buddy Walk. Dennis and Sharon Lee managed to raise over $40,000 for the benefit of Down syndrome. Way to go.
And I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by.
History, we've got some, and now there's a great place to show some of it all. The museum is open, so if you haven't stopped by, be sure to do so. It's the resort's latest attraction. Yeah, you name it, the Chamber is asked to do everything, from greetings with the electric car to participation in plantings and parties. And Smiley is always so helpful. Christmas comes with its own special request, from lights and Santa's house on the boardwalk to those special Smiley appearances and visits. There's just no imitating Smiley, but Marvin was having issues.
Golly, I just want to know which one of y'all is Thelma Lou's boyfriend. That's all I want to know.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me.
I am. It's me. It's me. It's me. Shazam! Can you believe this?
New members, with over 1,200 current members and a goal of over 1,300 members for 2008, we're considering taking stock in Blue Ribbon. All of our members love business after hours, so let's rock. It's rare for a business after hours to draw fewer than 200 members. Our record breaker for 2007? The Boardwalk Plaza, with the Starboard holding on to second place. And the fastest growing? Well, it's a tie between Jake's and Baywood Country Club. All thanks to the generosity of our host. Now, with all that partying, is it any wonder that the bullet went missing? The commissioners in chief were concerned.
What about this bullet?
I got it right here close to my heart. I ain't got it.
But he's only allowed one bullet, and that's for emergencies.
This bullet was city property. Someone's going to pay for it.
Now, the last time anybody actually saw the bullet was at Seawitch, and, well, it was probably wet.
Hey, Barney, do you have your one bullet in your pocket? Oh, here we go. He's got his bullet! What attention to detail.
The bottom line, we only had one bullet, and it was missing. Barney and Marvin were on it with the assist of the local boys. Board members tried to assist.
Did you check the other pocket?
Some just didn't have much confidence.
Are you kidding? You wouldn't see a muddy elephant in the snow.
And some were giving up.
It's out of our hands.